Welcome back, channel viewers. Today we are going over a very important tier list, the medieval weapons tier list. Lots of really exciting medieval weapons to look through here, so let's just get right into it. One-sided battle axe, what do we think? And what do we rate? Probably rating it just on like good, like, I don't know, probably like one part how cool it is, and one part like if you think it's like good.
I don't know if I like the one-sided or two-sided more.
Yeah, I feel like the two-sided is just, I mean, do they have a two-sided here? Okay, yeah. I feel like the one-sided just makes me wish I had a two-sided, you know?
Yeah.
If you know what I mean? What are we thinking?
Well, that one, but that image of...
That's a cool image.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a cool looking one-sided axe.
Like, hatchets are pretty cool, but like the two-sided axe is just like, you know, it's just like...
I think one-sided is like B or C.
Yeah, I was going to say B.
Alright, let's go with B. Let's go with B. Morning Star is a classic.
I love the name.
I don't think that's a cool looking one, but I think the Morning Star, like...
Attached to chain?
Can be very cool. No, like, when it's built like that, but it's like a big ball with big spikes.
Well, those don't really exist because they're too hard to hold.
They'd be too unwieldy, but they look cool.
Because they'd be too unwieldy.
I just don't think those ones look all that cool.
You don't think this looks all that cool?
I guess not. But you know, that's just.
I guess so. I guess what I like about it though is just like the fact that the spikes aren't particularly useful, but they're very like frightening looking. You know.
It looks like it'd be fun to wield too.
Exactly. Like you could really just bat somebody. It's like, you know, it's like the equivalent of like a barbed bat. It's like the patrician's club. You know. And that's what I like about it. I think it gets a lot of style points, you know? I know it's, like, really shitty and not particularly useful, but I like it a lot.
I can see that.
I like the name.
What do we think?
A?
I feel like it's a solid A,
that's
personally. Two-sided battle axe.
I think that goes in A.
I think that's a pretty solid one. Okay, we're going to say that's a solid A tier. Longsword.
I'm a big fan.
It's a classic. You can't go wrong with it. It's a little overused. Supposedly, it's like the best like weapon in the world or something.
I've seen that.
Like supposedly, like as far as like all of the weapons from this time, like the true like scientifically most effective weapon. It's the optimal weapon. But like I think that's kind of lame. Like I like, you know. I think it's lame that the most effective weapon is just that, you know?
I would put it in C. It's very basic compared to everything else.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's such a...
I mean, it's effective, but, like, I mean, in terms of how cool it looks, I mean, it just looks like a rod.
Yeah.
Honest.
Oh, man, I think they're cool.
I think they can look cool.
Well, yeah,
I like the double, like the... You know what I'm talking about? Like, the double... The ones with, like, two... What do you call them? Like, guards on them.
Yeah.
Like... I think these guys look cool. Let's see if we can get a picture of them, just because they have like a little bit of extra style, you know.
Yeah.
Stuff like
I think
this.
longswords look awesome, personally.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, and they're pretty tough. They're pretty cool. I just think they're a little bit standard, you know.
Yeah.
Pretty middle of the road type weapon, I'd say.
For me, A or B is
all right.
fitting.
I'm gonna say as an
admit
average B, you know, because that thing is like, I can't deny that they're like, you know, supposedly the best, but like, I'm always wishing for a little bit more. Anyways. The mace.
It's kind of just
mace
a less
is
cool
classic.
If we're...
It is. It feels like there's like a level 1, 2, and 3 here. You have like the club, then the mace, then the Morning Star. As far as like more like less to more menacing looking.
Yeah.
It's like a classic. Like it feels like a rich person weapon. You know, like, oh, I do not beat my constituents with a club, the mere club or a Morning Star. I beat them with my wonderful mace. You know.
Right.
I don't know. Where do we feel?
I would say B.
Okay.
It's a C for me.
Damn, a C? I can't put it in a C. I've always been fond of the mace.
It's because it looks stylish, you know?
Yeah, it's got some style.
Yeah.
You know? I'm gonna say B.
Alright.
The pole axe. Let's get a better image here.
That's like a diagram.
Yeah, that was like a diagram. The pole axe.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm trying to see if it's different from the halberd.
Is
It's
it?
pretty similar to the halberd. But yeah.
It's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool.
I like it.
It's all over the
It's
place.
a little awkward.
It's all over the place, but like I'll give it credit to the fact that, you know, it can
It's
do anything.
creative,
It
you
can
know,
do the
yeah.
bludgeoning, it can do the stabbing, and it can do the chopping, you know?
It's a little strange to me because it feels like...
Ooh, that's a cool looking one.
Like, wouldn't it be kind of hard to use?
I think it would be. I think that's why it wasn't used as much.
It's kind of small and far away from you.
Yeah. Well, it's very similar to a spear in that respect.
But then what? Yeah, I guess it's just like an upgrade of the spear.
Yeah. Speaking of this, they don't have a spear
the
here.
poleaxe and the halberd though.
The halberd is like a
same.
little bit different, I guess, but it seems to be kind of like not really much. Maybe like this is a poleaxe, like it's a more like pick shaped thing.
That looks like a hammer, kind of like. You know,
Yeah, well, it's like a long,
like,
it's like a spear pickaxe, you know?
Yeah.
Damn, look at that poleaxe.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna say it's more like like a spear hammer.
Okay. Yeah, poleaxe. It seems to always
Yeah,
have.
because some of them have like
thing
a
on the
flat
back.
end,
Yeah.
as opposed to the other one which doesn't.
I don't know. I guess just like in comparison to the halberd, like the hatchet at the front feels a little bit more interesting. Both of them are a little overkill though, or not overkill, but like jack of all trades, master of none. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we feel about either of these?
C or B.
Poleaxe is really interesting though.
Okay, I'm willing to put B. Halberd. I try not to put everything
What's
in
the
B,
difference
but
between the halberd and the poleaxe? I still can't tell entirely. Like the poleaxe seems to have that little hammer part on the back usually, but
so I think like the poleaxe is more like a hatchet with a meat grinder on the. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I did that right. And the halberd seems to have like a little dagger
Yeah,
on
it's
the
just
back.
like a blade.
So that's the difference. Is like meat tenderizer on the back or dagger on the
okay,
back.
I think dagger on the back is cooler actually.
I also
I
kind of think
yeah,
that.
it looks better. To be honest.
I'm gonna move
Well,
poleaxe
that's
to C then.
Okay, yeah.
It's kind of just a pickaxe spear. I don't know. Spear would probably be C tier as well. Like I know that it's also a really effective weapon, but like it's kind of lame. Bardiche. Let's get a better image of that. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. That's just like a classic big axe thing.
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't like.
I don't like.
Well, it's like a sword axe.
Yeah,
That's
but it's
pretty
like
cool.
I
Look
don't
at
know.
this.
The shape is kind of awkward, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Awkward is the word I'd use.
That's fair. It's like a weird like butchering tool. Okay. What do we think? C?
Yeah, C.
Yeah,
or D,
okay.
maybe, like,
Okay. We'll put it in C for now.
Sword and shield.
Sword and
dope as
shield is
fuck.
classic.
Can't go wrong.
Offense and defense. The shield can be heavily stylized.
Yeah.
S
And
tier,
personally,
you know,
yeah,
it's
I'd
a
say
sword and
S
shield.
for
S tier.
Sword and
You know?
shield.
You know?
It's just. I mean,
Come
how do you
on,
even argue with
All
it?
right, so what is Bill?
Okay, let's find what. Bill.
Look up.
It just looks like a spear to me.
Oh, it's just kind of a weird.
Oh well, that's
spear.
cool looking, but it's just like a. Oh yeah, I've seen these. These are weird.
It's
They're
just
like
curved,
they're like
spear?
a fork spear thingy.
It's also kind of awkward.
It's just kind of like a spear, and it's awkward looking. Yeah, like it doesn't have a lot of style.
It's a little barbaric.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just feels like yeah,
little all over the place.
a little over the yeah. I honestly like the
It's
halberd
kind of
more.
ugly. I put it in D.
I'd say D honestly. Yeah. All right, Warhammer.
Warhammer.
Warhammer is classic.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think that's a cool Warhammer. I think there are really cool Warhammers.
Yeah. Cool thing about Warhammer is I feel like it like
Warhammer.
the wacky hammer is that it really like and some of them are like ridiculous. Like this is ridiculous. But like talking about like what a real Warhammer might look like is something a little bit more like this. What I appreciate about it is like the
That's cool.
fear factor to me. Is
Yeah.
like because it's really heavy topside, when you swing it, you can like knock people's shields out of their hand. It's like the heavy class weapon.
Yeah.
You know, and like the idea of somebody coming at you and swinging this like 5 foot long hammer that's just like whacking everything out of the way, I feel like it gets some credit to that.
That's
You
true.
know?
But in terms of design, it's pretty simple. Like it's
That's
not,
true.
And I think real ones don't look nearly as cool as like fantasy ones.
True. Yeah, they just kind of look like hammers as opposed to like this,
I
you
think
know.
like the hammer, the Morningstar, the Mace all suffer from that problem a little bit.
Yeah. Everything does to some extent.
I put it in C.
See?
Maybe
Damn.
B, but
I mean, it's fair. Its design is not very noteworthy.
I mean, is its design as cool as the axe, longsword, mace, or halberd?
No.
Yeah.
That's a shame. I mean, I think as far as fantasy goes, I think it's really cool and like as a weapon, but no. That's fair. Club.
D.
It's just yeah.
Club is
like for trolls.
It is a
That is-
classic fantasy tool for trolls and goblins and little
Might as well
creatures.
use a big
But
stick.
boy,
Use
it
a
sucks
feather.
dick. It looks weird. It's lumpy. Where do you even find
Yeah.
a stick that looks like this? It's bottom of D tier.
It's like a Cheeto.
And we appreciate that it's bottom of D tier. It means that if you start with a club, you have somewhere to go.
Yeah.
But it is no.
If you start with a bill, it's all over.
It's
You're
all
never
over.
gonna
Yeah.
make it.
It's like no, dude. You know, crossbow.
I think it's an interesting weapon.
Crossbow's a classic. It doesn't feel as medieval as the other things. It doesn't feel like it meets the aesthetic. It feels a little too high tech. Like nothing else is really mechanical. You know, not even the bow.
But they did have it, right?
Sometimes. I mean, like I can't remember exactly when they got.
I'm sure
crossbows.
there were a lot more warhammers than crossbows,
But
Could
yeah.
have been like towards the tail end maybe of that era.
Yeah,
They started
yeah.
using them.
I guess I don't know. I guess there's just like they feel a little bit too much like guns to me, and it doesn't feel like it belongs as much in like the like I like the idea of like the longbow feels more like thematically interesting because it's like a two-handed weapon and it's like you are an archer now, but like the crossbow
Kinda
it's
does it for you, right?
the crossbow's like now you're the archer and you can also potentially hold a sword, which is like obviously
Yeah.
effective, but like it
Crossbows
kills the mood for me,
Hmm.
and that's my personal opinion. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I think it places.
I think it's kind of cool. I think the portability of it, the like compactness of it, is it makes it good for like if you're a person who travels a lot.
True, if you're like a bounty hunter, it gives you that cool
Yeah.
look. Does feel like old world cowboy kind of.
Like I don't think it's the coolest weapon ever.
Just compared to the-
I really felt that way, but
Yeah, compared to the medieval weapons, I just don't think it's.
Yeah.
for me,
It's up there, you
for
know?
me,
It just
might
doesn't feel like it
a
fits with
B.
the aesthetic.
No, yeah.
I think B though, because I couldn't
I think in
reasonably
general
put it
it's cool,
below
but, like, compared to
poleaxe.
these,
I couldn't put it above them, and I couldn't put it below them. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna say B.
that's how I feel.
Dagger.
I think daggers are really cool.
Daggers are classic. They're
Yeah.
used in high and low society. You've got like secret assassins killing kings with daggers, and you've got
Yeah.
like peasantry stabbing guys in alleyways with daggers. You've got ornate daggers. You've got pointy daggers. You've got like snake curved daggers.
Yeah, poetic deaths. tend to
Poetic,
happen with
yes.
daggers.
I think daggers might be just like for what they can do, even though they're a very simple idea, they might be S tier for me.
I'm a little sad to
Very
see
least A
longsword
tier.
go in B, and I think that could be amended by seeing dagger go in A or S.
That's true. I'm gonna say A for now.
I agree
What
with
do we
How do you
think?
feel about the?
I like
dagger?
daggers, yeah. There's a lot of room to work with in
Yeah.
terms of design too, because it's such a simple, kind of weapon.
Yeah.
And like
So
and
a
like
lot of them have space to
right.
look cool.
History has shown, like you see, like you can see by how many variations of a design how popular a weapon actually was. Like shields, there were so many types of shields, there were so many types of swords. Like there weren't that many types of warhammers. Daggers were just like it was the pistol before the pistol. It was like you just carry around a dagger, and no matter where you go, you're strapped. And for that, I think it has a lot to it. The falchion, the fal.
I think it's
Fuck if I know.
less cool than the longsword.
Really?
Really?
I do.
I don't know, man. It
honestly
has a
feel that
cool
way.
name. It has a cool shape.
It's got a cool name. It's like
Look
it's
at
like
that.
a cool cutlass thing, but like
Yeah.
not quite. Like the
Does it have the same range?
curve
It's
of
just
it.
the width,
Would-
is
would
satisfying.
Would you find a
that.
cooler
Wow,
guy?
that's
Would you find the cool guy wielding a falchion or a longsword? I would submit that
I don't
that
know.
probably
I
cooler
disagree,
people
I
tend
don't
to
know.
use longswords.
Actually,
Look at
I
that.
don't like this thing. I don't like this curve
That's probably not
thing.
that practical, but
I don't.
but
I think that
the
looks kind
blade.
of
Look at
goofy.
it. I mean,
I guess it
it's
kind of
so
looks like
satisfying.
I think you're kind of convincing me because it kind of looks like a machete sometimes because of that. I mean, it looks weird.
no,
Like,
no, it's cool.
they got ancient nostalgia critic.
Ancient nostalgia critic. Old nostalgia critic.
Angus Trim.
I think I'm coming around to what you're saying. I feel like. Damn, it might even be C tier for me.
What? No way. At least put it in B. Come on. It's so cool. Look at it.
B tier is getting
It's so
real
satisfying.
Yeah, it's true. BT's
Oh my god.
Well,
Well,
you
then
know,
mo-
for
well,
you,
then you
I
can-
think it can go to B.
Okay, yeah. Put that in
I
B.
think that
Longsword.
seems fair.
Maybe we can move it up.
But I don't know. Like I can't see myself like longsword being so far above
Ah,
like.
yeah,
I
me.
think
you're
I think
right,
that
you're right.
falchion and longsword, they're both context dependent. Whether or not
Yeah.
they're gonna be, like,
That's the
really super
issue.
Cool.
It's like
They
a
have the
dagger,
potential to be
right.
boring.
A dagger can be really boring too, but it's just used in so many instances that it rarely is. You know. Okay, glaive.
I think the
Glaive.
glaive is pretty
I
cool.
love
I think the glaive is really cool. It's like if the spear was
Look at that.
actually
It's a cool
cool.
picture.
You can have like the thing on the end of it.
Yeah.
It's like.
Customizable.
Is that Destiny
Yeah,
2?
Destiny.
They have a glaive in Destiny 2
Yeah,
now? Oh
that
my
was
god.
cool.
But like it's cool.
I think
it's
it
pretty
beats
dope.
Halberd and Bill out.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely. It blows my I think it blows Spear out of the water. It's cooler than Spear.
Yeah. No,
I would say it's an easy A tier for me.
All right.
you
I can
know.
see
Yeah, that's
that.
fine. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, if I'm gonna use a long stick weapon, I want the glaive for sure.
Exactly. It's just the coolest, you know? And you can, like, spin it around and stuff, and when you spin it around, it's got that, like, chopping potential, because it's still, like, but you can still stab with it, you know? Longbow. Longbow's a weird one. It's in a class of its own. You can't hold anything else, but it's, you know, you got them archers. Archers never really looked very cool. They always look kind of dorky, like, in comparison to knights.
Well, no, that's not true. I was gonna say, like, I never liked arrows, but I mean, they're okay.
Arrows are cool. The bow doesn't have a lot of interesting design elements on it inherently, but like,
but it has the potential.
So useful.
That's the thing. It
yeah,
pretty cool, but
it's weird. Like I can't.
I think I prefer more compact looking bows.
Right.
Like even like a. I can't remember what they're
I like
called.
the way some modern bows look. They're like compact bows or like metal arrows and stuff. This is hard. I can't put it with
medieval ones
these.
Just like slightly smaller looking. Because some longbows they're just like fucking huge, you know.
Right. I feel like I want to put like an F tier so we can like differentiate.
Yeah, that's
a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool with that.
And then we'll call this one. Okay. So, Bill and Club go down here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Poleaxe and Warhammer and all that go down here. And then we can differentiate between these a little bit.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You know. So let's say like between these.
I think longbow gets C. Maybe.
Yeah.
At least that one is kind of lame looking.
I feel like halberd too.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
You know, I feel like these are all solid. I don't know. What do we feel? Do we feel any changes in here?
Man,
I could put crossbow in C, but I'm fine if it's in B.
I feel that way about the mace personally.
I can't be putting the mace in C. I'm sorry.
All right.
Mace is too classic for me. I just think it's cool looking.
No, I respect that.
Okay, we can put crossbow in C then.
Yeah.
We'll be fair. It does feel weird having crossbow above longbow, so. Okay. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Sword and Shield is the undefeated king.
Yeah, no
you know, we got some cool classics up here. We have the terrible shit where it belongs. We have the like, okay, but why did they make this section? You know, we have the like kind of cool but doesn't really feel like it fits the aesthetic. We got the solid section. Good job, everybody.
All right, dude.
Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
Time to make this my computer background.
Yeah, remember to buy the image.
Remember to buy the image for selling it as an NFT for $10 trillion.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Goodbye.
We saw Prince on the Beat 'em All Raw store.